Welcome to the Transformational Soul Show with your host, Ruth Soltman. Are you ready to experience more stability in your life? You can change your life and be who you are meant to be, your authentic self.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Transformational Soul. My name is Ruth Soltman. I want to welcome you if you are watching or listening on Facebook or YouTube, Twitter, or Rumble, or if you are watching the replay or listening to the replay. This show is streaming live, like I said, on several platforms, and I want to thank you all for joining me tonight and being here. Please hit the like button or the thumbs up button, and please share and retweet. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you to all of you who continually share my show information. I greatly appreciate that. If you are here, I hope you will say hello. That way we'll know you're here. Please check out my website. It's ruthsoltman.com. It's RUTH. S as in Sam, O, L, T as in Tom, M as in Mary, A, N as in Nancy.com. You can go to my website and find out how to order my books. You can get more information on the books. You can, there's links to order my oracle cards, and there's more information on those as well. And you can also read about my services and schedule an appointment with me. Thank you to those of you who joined the Spiritual Message Circle this past Saturday. I was not feeling 100% and was not able to attend, but I'm very grateful for all of you that did. It's always such a fun show. There's always so much amazing information. Goldylocks Productions is now on Telegram. We have a group on there. There's so much amazing energy and so much good information that you're not going to see other places. So you're going to want to check that out. Goldylocks Productions also has an online store, and we have some new items that were added for spring, some new designs rather. So check those out. And don't forget to check out the Goldylocks Productions Oracle cards. Energize. And this is the tin. And this is what the beautiful cards look like. They're absolutely, I guess I didn't hold them up high enough. Absolutely amazing. And there's a symbol and a message on each card. And I'm sure you guys are pretty familiar with them because we've all been using them on our shows lately. And there is a direct link where you can order the cards and they will be shipped directly to you. Now you can also become a Goldylocks Productions VIP. And I would like to welcome our new VIP member, Joyce Hartman. Welcome, Joyce. There's different levels of membership and different perks that go along with each one of those levels. And there's also a special VIP show twice a month. So you're going to want to check that out. And you can join through YouTube or Patreon. And I want to say hello to a few people before I continue with these announcements. Hello, Joyce. Hello, Robert. So glad you guys could be here. Hello, Kim. Nice to see you. Sarah. Hello, Veronica. And I'm really glad to see, everybody popping on here. And you can also think about sponsoring one of the Goldylocks Productions shows. When you sponsor a show, Tiffany will make up a little advertisement or commercial type thing for you. It's a great way to get your name out there if you might have a new business that you want to promote, or if you have an existing business, but maybe you're having a special sale, or you have a new product you want to advertise. And so you can do that as well. Now it's not required, but if you just so desire and you would like to give a tip or donation, you can do that via my Venmo or Super Chat or Super Sticker on YouTube, or Rumble Rant on Rumble. Now, if you make a donation of $5 or more, you will move to the front of the line and get a little bit longer message when I start giving messages. And that's just a way to show our appreciation for your donation. I want to, now a week from Saturday, I have a local event coming up. It's May 13th, and I will be at Copperfield's Bookshop in Spring, Texas from 11 to 4. And I'm going there for the 2023 Indie Author Fair. So I'm really excited. I just got the latest email from them. I think it said there's 47 authors there. It is outdoors and weather dependent. And they're already recognizing, the 10-day forecast is not looking like optimum weather for us. So we may have to reschedule, which is fine. Everything works out the way it's supposed to. So I'm not stressed about that. But more information will come on that as the time gets closer. If you're celebrating a birthday this week, happy birthday. I have something amazing I want to show you guys. So last week on Thursday, I received an amazing gift. Now look at this. This is a portrait of my fur baby, Maggie. Look at this. Isn't that absolutely amazing? Now you can see, when you look at it, you can see how amazing it is. But what you don't know and don't realize is that the artist absolutely captured the very essence of her spirit and her personality. It blew me away when I saw that. The beautiful soul that created this work of art is my amazing, beautiful, talented friend, Elizabeth Urschel. You can check her out. I'm not sure if she has a website, but I do know her stuff is on Instagram. And that's at Elizabeth Urschel, ELIZABETHURSCHEL. And I was just I was absolutely speechless when I first saw it, because it's just unbelievable how well she captured, the very essence of Maggie without ever even meeting her or anything. It just blew me away. So Magnificent May has arrived. So I want you guys to get out your surfboards, because we're going to be riding some more intense waves of energy. I'm sure that's just what you wanted to hear, right? Now, this Friday, May 5th, we have the 5/5 portal with the full moon and a lunar eclipse. So we're going to start seeing some closures to old events and issues. Areas where we need to make some changes are going to be illuminated in our life. And sometimes that can make us very uncomfortable, right? So we're going to be feeling a lot of stuff at every level. So if you feel like crying, do it. If you feel like going in a room and just screaming your lungs out because you feel so annoyed and frustrated, go ahead, because you're releasing and you're purging, and that's all good. Hello, Joyce Guest. How are you doing? And this is a great time for us to uncover hidden gifts, gifts that we brought with us that we don't even realize. And it's a great time to empower ourselves and to embrace our own magic. It's a time for us to face our fears and release any blockages that are no longer for your best and highest good. And when I got that message and I typed it out, and it said, and I reread it, release any blockages that are no longer for your best and highest good, it kind of sounded weird to me. So I had to get more information on that. Sometimes we create blockages ourselves out of fear, right? Because we're afraid to move on, or we're afraid to let go. And at that time, that might be protecting us, right? In some way or another, because we're not ready to heal it. So when we create those blockages, those times can be, we are doing that because that is what's best for us at the time. But now it's time to face those fears, to face those past issues, to face those past hurts, and release any of that stuff. Release it and just let it go. This energy is going to offer us a great opportunity to look deep inside and reflect, to reflect. It will offer us the opportunity to discover some new things about ourselves. That's always exciting. The more we learn, the more we grow in our own spirituality, the more we learn about ourselves, because we realize that some of the things that, maybe we believed, most of our lives is not our truth anymore. So I think pretty much every day we can learn something new about ourselves. Before the show, I pulled a card for the group, and it's divine timing. And it's just kind of a reminder that everything comes to us in divine timing, right? It's not in our human concept of time, because that's completely different. And we don't know what kind of a timeline divine timing is. So it's important to remember that, so that we don't start to doubt, because doubt is going to create fear. It's going to create blocks, and those blocks are going to keep your truth from, or your good from, coming to you. And also, something else to keep in mind. Just because we think we are ready to manifest something in our life doesn't mean that we are ready to manifest that thing in our life. Our angels, our guides, source, they know. So be patient, because everything will come exactly when it is supposed to, exactly when you are ready. You don't want to manifest something in your life that you're not ready for, and you kind of just push it away when it comes. So it's going to come when you are ready. Sometimes, some things will take a little bit longer than other things will. So you have to be patient. You just have to be patient. And during these times of intense energy, it's extremely important to take better care of ourselves. Hello, Destiny. Nice to see you. Make sure you're getting more rest. You're spending more time in nature. Stay hydrated. You are bound to feel a more tired, maybe a little bit off center, maybe having some crazy dreams. Just be more patient and loving with yourself. Be kinder to yourself. Treat yourself better. Because this is a time when you really need that. You need that extra care. Now, 2023 is a major year. More people than ever are going to be waking up to the truth of who they are. More people than ever are going to be transforming their entire life. Now, this is very exciting, of course, but while they're going through it, it can feel like total chaos. Like their entire world and everything they knew is crumbling down around them. There's not much we can do to help them with this journey. It's something they have to do themselves. What we can do is to send them lots of love and lots of light to help them on their way. Now, if you know someone who might be going through this experience, and they might ask for your advice on something, well, that's fine. But we don't ever want to try to push someone in the direction that, because we want them to go there. Our journeys are personal and individual and unique to each one of us. And we cannot inflict what we want their journey to be on them. It's all about them, what they've decided for themselves, what they want. And I know at times it doesn't feel like it, but all of these waves of energy are helping us to heal our past. They're helping us to let go of all that stuff that no longer serves us and helping us to move on in our lives. This energy is helping us to purge and to release all of these things that are no longer serving us, things that are no longer for our best and highest good. So just go with the flow. Don't try to fight it. Don't try to resist it. What you resist will persist. So you want to just let it go and go with the flow. Make it easier on yourself. Because this journey, it's not like a dream vacation. It's rough sometimes. It's painful sometimes. But it's something that we have to do for ourselves. No one else can do it for us. So if you just kind of go with it a little bit more and don't try to control things, it's going to make it a lot easier for yourself. And once you start letting this stuff go, you're going to feel a release. It's going to feel like a weight has been lifted off of your shoulders. You're going to feel lighter. You're going to feel lighter. You're not going to feel like you're carrying the problems of the world anymore. and it's going to raise your vibration. So it's all good. It may not feel like it at the time, but it's all for our best and highest good. So aren't you really excited to see what the rest of this year is going to hold for you? I know I sure am. I think it's pretty exciting. And also, more and more people are going to be remembering their divine purpose, the reason they contracted to come to Earth at this time. And it just kind of makes me laugh every time I think about this, how we set out this whole plan and, with our team, with our spiritual team, before we incarnated. We had this whole divine plan of what we want to accomplish, what our purpose is going to be, the people in our lives that are going to help us fulfill this. Then we're born onto the earth, and poof, there it goes. We have no memory of it anymore. And it's almost like a cruel joke in a way, but it's really fun and exciting when you get to start remembering these things and uncovering these things. Because, you may see something all of a sudden and you're like, wow, I don't know what that is, but it really, really resonates with me. You may have no idea why. You may not even know what it means, nothing. But you might remember something from your childhood that you had forgotten about, and that might be a key as well. You're going to start to see little reminders here and there, things that are going to trigger your memory. Because that's what it's going to do. It's going to trigger our memory because we already know this stuff. We already know. We just haven't remembered that we know. So it's almost like something you would see in a movie, That's what it makes me think of every time. But when you do start to remember, look inside your treasure box, that all of those gifts that you came here with, and figure out a way to fulfill that purpose using those gifts. That's why you have them. This is what is going to fulfill and satisfy your soul the most, is using your gifts to fulfill your purpose. So just remember, little things are going to start triggering your memory. Now, some of you already have remembered, or just, I don't like to use the word discovered because we're not discovering it. We're remembering it because we already know what it is. And we just it's like we have amnesia, temporary amnesia, and little things are going to trigger that memory. I had that experience, probably like in 1999 with Reiki. I never heard of Reiki before. And I saw an advertisement or something for Reiki. And I saw that and I'm like, oh, wow. It just like totally resonated with me. So I have no idea what that is, but I know that's for me. And I just knew. So little things like that are going to happen. And it gets really exciting when they do. And you start to, piece this little puzzle together to figure out and remember why you are here. And every single one of us has a purpose. Every single one. So don't for a second think that you don't have one, because you do. You just haven't remembered it yet. So this is going to be a very transformative year. This is going to be a very empowering year, because as we start remembering the truth of who we are and we start living in that truth, we live that authentic life, that empowers us, right? So it's going to be a very powerful year. And, as more and more people are waking up and realizing their truth and starting to live in that truth, what does that do for the rest of us? It raises the vibration. It raises the frequency. And that's very exciting too. I'm sure you all have seen this sayings like on social media and stuff. And it said, if you want to heal the world, heal yourself first. And there's so much truth in that, because when we heal ourselves, as we know, we raise our vibration, we raise the vibration around us, because it ripples out, right? It ripples everywhere. Just like when you throw a little stone into a pond, you see that ripple effect. That's what it's like when we do our own healing. We do that healing, we raise our frequency, raise our vibration, and it all just goes out everywhere. And other people feel it. So as we are healing ourselves, we are healing the planet. We are healing, helping others to heal, right? So that's all very exciting. And we're so connected. We are all so connected on a spiritual level that, we can feel that energy. We're just like the energy now. We feel this huge influx of energy coming. And sometimes it can be super, super powerful to almost where you don't even want to get up in the morning because it feels so strong. But there are so many things we can do to help it integrate into our own energy that much faster. And of course, that has a lot to do with self-care. And it has a lot to do with meditating, keeping us at that calm and centered place. It's really going to help. Eating lighter, eating more higher vibrational foods, staying hydrated is so, so important. Sarah said, I love the screen changes, Tiffany. Looks wonderful. Great job. She did an amazing job, didn't she? Tiffany's been hard at work getting all this stuff done. I know, it just absolutely blows my mind. And thank you for saying that, Sarah. And it's like such an exciting time to be alive, to see what is transpiring before our own eyes, to see the changes in people that we know, right? Maybe people that we work with or people that we know from different places that we go a lot. And it's really exciting to see people doing the healing work, growing, evolving. It's all very exciting. So, funny story. So I had the problem when I pulled the muscle in my left leg. Then I fell in the hole with my left ankle. Now my ankle's fine. My leg's still just a little bit sore, but not anything like it was. So today I tripped, got my foot caught on something, my left foot, of course. I tripped, started to go forward where I would have went head first into some furniture, some hardwood furniture, but I caught myself. And for a split second, my foot hurt so bad that I thought I was broken. I mean, that was my first thought. That is painful. And then, you know what? I just said, no, it's not. It's fine. By the time I got downstairs, my foot didn't even hurt, and it still doesn't hurt. It's absolutely, whatever it did, it's healed. It's pain-free. It's everything. But it's so funny how it's all on the left side right now. All of the things that I've been doing. Sarah said, Elizabeth definitely does an amazing job. She does. She really, really does. I was just blown away. I know there's a couple people that didn't get to see this because I showed it kind of early. So I'm going to show it again. Look at this beautiful portrait that Elizabeth Urschel painted of my baby. I just think it's so amazing. And like, she does such a great job, like on the eyes. It's so expressive, and I'm just super, super excited with it. I look at it all the time. But when I first saw it, it just blew me away. I couldn't believe it was as good as it was. Not that I didn't think she was going to do a great job, but it's just like, whew, mind blown. So you can look at her page on Instagram there, and I know she's got some other things that she has painted on there. I'm also going to post this on my social media, but I wanted to show it to you guys first. So I'm going to go ahead and give some messages if you guys would like one. So if you would, please just drop it in the comments. And I'm going to pull a card from the Goldylocks energized cards. This is a message for everyone. And this is a message from Robin McGuire. And it says, you are a beautiful masterpiece. Look at that. Hello, Sam. That is so beautiful. And we are. We are all beautiful masterpieces. A masterpiece doesn't have to be perfect. A masterpiece doesn't have to be 100% completed. It can be a work in progress. Veronica said, I swear I've pulled every muscle on my left side in succession over the last week. Weird how quickly they healed, though, especially in my back. Yes, I know. My stuff is, except for the muscle in my leg, which I pulled twice within a few days of each other. I twisted it because the dogs were in my way when I was trying to stand up. The big dogs, not my little one. But except for that, all my other stuff has healed like very quickly, which I know it's absolutely crazy. Sam said, I pulled my left lower back today. Oof. You know, it's so funny how we take our bodies for granted because, you know, we just do things all the time and we don't even think about it. Then, you know, say you sprain your wrist and it's not even on your dominant hand. You realize how much you use that other hand when you can't use it. Or if it's your foot, your back seems to affect like most of your body movement. But it's just unbelievable how we sometimes just take that so for granted. Well, Joyce said, I tripped with my left foot in the dog dish and flopped on my knee. Ooh, that can hurt coming down on your knee. I hope that's okay. I hope everybody is healing well. And to those of you who are still having issues, then let's just send some love and light to all of you. Because we can all use some healing, right? Always. Okay, so I have Destiny. And let's just see what we have for you. Destiny. You know, I've told you guys how my sleep has been so erratic lately. As far as not being able to go to sleep at night. I haven't woken up on time and it's getting probably like 6 weeks. I did. One day this week, I woke up at my usual time and I got up. I didn't fall asleep any quicker, but I feel like this is kind of starting to change a little bit. Joyce is doing good. That's good. Okay, let's see what we have for Destiny. It's good to be here with you too, Destiny. Let's see what we have for you. Destiny. Okay, Destiny, the card that I pulled for you says dreams. So I'm wondering, are you having any of these crazy dreams? I have been having really crazy, very active dreams. And when I wake up in the morning, it feels like I was out running a marathon. I sometimes feel that tired. I only know that this has been happening because I've woken up a couple of times during the night during a dream. But then in the morning, I just remember that I woke up during a dream and that it was very active, but I don't remember my dreams. So a lot of times in our dreams, we work through issues. We can work through past life issues that we don't even realize we're still carrying around. We can visit with loved ones who have passed on in a dream. I've done that before. Pretty amazing. So if you are having a lot of active dreams, or maybe they haven't started just yet, or maybe you're having them and you don't realize it yet. If you are fortunate enough to remember any of your dreams, start writing them down. write them down, because there could be a message trying to come through in your dreams. And if you're anything like me, you have a thought 1 minute and forget it the next if you don't write it down. Whenever I have thoughts that come right in, I immediately, if I can't write it down, then I have a little notepad on my phone, and I will, put the message in there. I'll type it in there. I can remember so many times I would get like a wonderful message, and I'd be laying in bed, and it would be so profound. And I'm like, okay, this is supposed to go in my book. And I'm like, oh, this is so profound. I will remember this forever. And I didn't write it down. And I wake up the next morning and I could not remember it to save my life. So I started writing it down. I even bought one of those little handheld voice recorders for like if I'm in the car and that happens. Because it used to drive me crazy when it would be something that was like so profound and then I couldn't remember what it was. Hello, Melissa. Nice to see you here. Jan. Hello, Jan. Joyce Hartman said she often wakes with her arms and hands doing weird stuff. Okay, Kim, I've got you on the list next. So, do you remember your dreams, Destiny? It could be you're going into a really deep sleep and having some wild, crazy dreams, and you just don't realize it yet. So just start noticing. And if you wake up in the middle of the night, try to remember then if you're having a dream. Because I feel like your dreams are going to be there's going to be a lot of messages in your dreams for you in the near future. Okay. And next was Kim. Kim Othman. Or Othman. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. And then I have Sam after that. Oh, this is interesting. You also got the same card, dreams. So, in addition to it meaning that you're going to be having some prophetic dreams that are going to give you great messages, I also feel like this pertains to your dreams as far as what you want in life. Don't let anything hold you back from what you desire, Kim. Don't let anything get in your way. We are never too young, too old, too rich, too poor, too anything to follow after our dreams. So remember that. And Kim says she does have vivid dreams. Awesome. Start writing them down if you're not already. Keep like a little dream journal. Start keeping a little dream journal. And, I have found recently when I was looking for something, an old notebook or something, and I found where I had written down some dreams that I had in the past, like years and years ago. And as I was reading them, like at first, one of them, I couldn't recall at all. I had no recollection of that dream. Another one, I remembered it exactly when it happened and everything. And it's really kind of cool to look back on stuff like that and remember it. Because the one that I didn't remember was a pretty profound message. So it's really important to keep a dream journal if you can. Oh, that is, Destiny said, thank you, Ruth. Many blessings, and we'll pay attention. You are very welcome. Okay, Veronica, let me write your name down. And Sarah said, needed this information tonight. Woohoo! I love to hear that. Okay, Sam. And you guys know very often the same card will come up on several messages. Oops. in the same night. Well, this one just fell right out for you, Sam. And it's self-reflection. Self-reflection. And I feel like this is really important for you to kind of do like a life review type thing. Look at where you are now. Look at your life from maybe 5-10 years ago. And look at all the changes that you've implemented. Look at all the things that you have accomplished. But also, as you're reflecting, reprioritize the things in your life that are most important to you, the things that you want to accomplish first. Really set like a list for yourself. It doesn't have to be a physical one. You can, let it be a mental one. If you can remember that, I would have to write it down. But do that. Focus on one thing at a time. But, as I had said earlier, with all this wonderful, wonderful energy that we have, right, that we're having like this first part of May, self-reflection is important. It is key. And this energy is going to help you to do that at an even deeper level. So perhaps some things are going to get illuminated that you need to heal, or just things that you need to release that you forgot were even there. Maybe they were healed to like maybe 95%. Maybe there's just a tiny bit left of something, little remnants, that need to be released and let go. And only you would know that. So just reflect on that, Sam, and see where it takes you. Veronica said, the only dream I've remembered lately is eating the squishy toy on my bed, and it tasted like cinnamon cake with cream. That's pretty funny. Joyce says, repeating what you're saying over and over here. I'm not sure what that means. Hello, Devin. Nice to see you. You are very welcome, Sam. Aw. Well, I'm sending you one as well. Veronica. Oh, Joyce signed back in. I gotcha. Veronica. Shielding. And what I feel from this is protection. Protect your energy. Protect your, we do that. We can do our bubble, or, maybe different forms of protection that you might do that you find works really well for you. Do that. It's important. It's important for us to protect our energy. We are responsible for our energy. We're responsible for the energy we bring into a room. Have you ever walked into a room and maybe two people are arguing or something, and they stop talking when you walk into the room, but you can feel that heavy energy, and immediately exactly what that feels like. And it can be said for different types of energy. So we always need to protect our energy because we don't want to absorb any crap energy from other people. So just keep doing that, Veronica. It's very important. And I feel like it's really important when we're doing healing work as well. Sarah said, I fell the other day and hurt my knee pretty good, but it's slowly starting to feel better. Hey, Sarah, was that your left knee by any chance? Crazy if it was. Okay. If anybody else would like a message, just let me know. That's absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. So just, that's important for all of us to do our protection, our protective bubble, or whatever you use that helps to protect your energy. Joyce, yes. I would love to give you a message. Yes, Veronica said, Sarah, healing to you, precious soul. Yes, and we need to send even more healing energy, right? This is something that we should do and we could do on a daily basis just with ourselves. As we're meditating, or if you pray, or whatever you do, sending out good thoughts, good vibes, love and light to all and any who need it. Jan. Okay, Joyce. Joyce, guess. Let's see what we have for you. Joyce. Love yourself. I've seen this message come up, not necessarily this card, but I have seen messages come up lately. I've seen a lot of different situations, whether it's with people that I know on social media, or things like that. But so many things are happening in people's lives right now because there is such a lack of self-love. Loving yourself is so crucial and so important. We have to love ourselves first before we can love other people. Because how can we give something away that we don't even have, right? That would be like me saying, well, I'm giving Joyce, $50, but I don't even have $50 to give her. It's the same type of thing. We really need to increase our self-love. And just saying, okay, I'm going to do that, or saying, I love myself. Maybe you have to say it for a while till you actually believe it. Now, this isn't just for you, but for everyone. Because for you, Joyce, I really feel like it's more about showing yourself how much you love yourself, as far as more self-care, taking more time for yourself to do things that feed your soul. I feel like that's really important for you. But we can all love ourselves more. And a lot of times we get ourselves into situations, or we say things, or we do things, and we feel like we're unlovable, but we're not. And our love, we need to fill ourselves first. Just let that love, overflow. Let it run everywhere. And then it can run everywhere. But always make sure that you're open to receiving love as well as giving it. Because that is extremely important. You can't just let it go one way. Okay, I missed a couple. Hello, Heather. Nice to see you. Veronica said, thanks for the validation. I have been protecting my energy a lot due to the heavy and negative energy around where I live. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're doing a lot to protect it. That's wonderful. And Jan. Now we're up to Jan. Let's see what we have for Jan. Okay. Jan, the card that fell out for you is pray. Pray. And I feel like this is more about putting out there what it is you desire, what you want, so that you can manifest it. Prayers are positive words, positive energy, and it's all about the intention. It's just like in witchcraft, they do a spell. That's about intention and words. And it's the same thing. We send out love and light, and healing. That's all about the intention. So the intention is very important because there's energy behind that intention. So you have to really know exactly what it is that you want in your life so that you can focus it on bringing it to you. And you can't think to yourself, well, I want A or B. You need to focus on exactly what you want, or something better. And you don't have to specify the something better. You can focus on the one thing and say this is where all your energy is going, for that or something better. And it's going to put that intention out there, because the intention is what is so, so important. So I hope that that resonates with you, Jan. Joyce Guest said, oh, this is okay. Veronica, wrap a 6-foot bamboo stick with copper and use it as a staff or weapon, LOL. That was from Tiffany. And Joyce Guest said, I just read about that too. Thank you. Working on it. Taking too much time trying to be there for others. Yes, and you can't. I mean, sometimes, you can, but you have to make sure, Joyce, that you are giving yourself what you need first and foremost, right? Because you don't want to drain your energy. You don't want to just give and give and give, not getting anything in return, because you're going to be resentful, you're going to be cranky, you're going to be tired, and it's very unhealthy for you. So you want to make sure that you are taking care of your needs first. Kim Elfman says, love is always one-sided for me, no matter what. I don't know how to turn this around for some reason. I have been really frustrated by this lately. Well, I don't know exactly what you mean by that, as far as if it's like a relationship and you give and they just take, then that's a toxic relationship and you don't need to be in that. You need to find you need to have a healthy relationship. In a healthy relationship, both people are going to give and give and give, right? It's going to be loving. It's going to be kind. You're never going to have to question how the other person feels. But if you're in a relationship where all they do is take, that is not healthy. And you can't really do anything to change someone else's behavior. You can only change your own. Okay. Thank you, Ruth. That is lovely and positive. You are welcome, Jan. Joyce said, well, I guess I forgot to close up my Facebook and all these things are popping up. Joyce said, today was a tough one. Tried to help someone and got the information they wanted, and they said it wasn't any help. Well, I don't know. But if, I go out of my way for someone and they're not even going to appreciate it, I can tell you I'm not going to do that again. Because it's not always about, we love to give and we love to do for others. And it's not always about that. It's about yourself first. Yourself, don't do and do and do and do when you get not even appreciation for it. Because that then is pretty much for nothing, right? You're putting all this effort and thought and love into something, and it's not really working out. Sometimes you just have to, cut ties and stuff, even though we don't want to. Robert. See what we have for Robert. Robert, they want to remind you that you are loved. And you are probably loved by a lot of people that you don't even realize it. But I do feel like you have more love that is coming your way, that is coming into your life very soon. And that's always exciting because we all, need to surround ourselves with loving people. So I hope that resonates with you, Robert. And just remember that you do have all this love from other people, but make sure you have that love from yourself as well. Oh, dropped another one. Guess what? That was the dream card again. Okay. How about a message for Devin? Anyone else that would like a message? We have 10 more minutes. Devin. Patience, Devin. Patience. I don't know if maybe something is trying your patience or if you just get impatient with yourself. Sometimes it's so easy to be patient with other people, but we don't have that, again, with ourselves. We don't have that patience with ourselves. I'll tell you, when I was young, I was not a very patient person. Then I had 4 kids. And one of my children is the one that taught me patience. And if I wouldn't have learned that, I probably would have, I don't know. But patience with myself has always been a little bit tougher because sometimes we feel like that we want to do more than what we actually can do at a certain time, or we feel that we should be able to, and we just get frustrated with ourselves. Just don't do that. Learn to have more patience with yourself. Sometimes things take a little bit longer. Maybe, things take longer for you than they used to, but that's okay. I certainly don't move as fast as I did when I was 15. So, have more patience with yourself. Um, and if you're having a difficult time with other people, being patient with them, just know that most people are doing the very best that they can be doing. So just try to think about that, when you're looking at the situation. Okay, Kim, thanks, Veronica. I accept this love. Yes, Jan, the dream card again. Isn't that crazy? Yes, Kim, you are more loved than you realize. That is true, Tiffany. Very true. Very true. And you have to turn a lot of that love on yourself too, Kim. Think about a time for everyone. Think about a time in your life when you were younger, had no idea who you were, and was just trying to, have friends and do things with your friends. And the things that would make you feel good about yourself, if you met someone that was interested in you, or maybe, if you were still in high school, maybe you made the football team or the cheerleading squad or something. And that's all stuff that made you feel good about yourself. But that's not what really helped you learn to love yourself, because when we were young like that, we didn't know what that self-love was. Devin said it's planting season. Patience is a little short this time of year. I can imagine. Well, you will get done what you need to get done when you need to get it done. I truly believe that. And yes, I know it's not going to plant itself without you. But at the same time, it will get done. So, I totally forgot where I was going with this thing about when we were young and the self-love. It totally escapes me now. Sometimes my head works faster than my mouth can move. I guess I need to talk faster. Oh, it was your left knee, Sarah. How funny. How funny. And I think that when I had looked that up before, if I'm not mistaken, the left side was about, I want to say, our relationship with our mother, or the female aspect. But that just, I don't know. That's what I feel like I said. Let me look. Left side. Okay. The left side carries the energy of desire, and it correlates to our past experiences, emotions, memories, desires, and affection for others. It's regarded as the inferior side as well. So I kind of think, if we're going through some things right now, that would make some sense, right? Oh, Veronica said, an Australian saying, I'm loving myself sick at the moment. And it's crazy when we discover self-love. It's absolutely changes everything. It changes everything. I know where I was going with that now. So when we're young, we put up with a lot of stuff that we feel like this is what love is, but it isn't. When we get older, there are so many things that don't resonate with us anymore, that are, we're not going to be drawn to anymore, because our energy and vibration has changed as we've learned to love ourselves. People that when we were younger, um, that we might have, spent most of our time with, if we ran into them now, like our energy won't even jive. We could pass them on the street and might not even know it, because that energy does not resonate with us anymore, because we've grown and changed and we've learned to love ourselves. So the more we grow, the more we love ourselves, the more we want for ourselves, the more we want to be treated right, be treated and loved. And it's important to keep remembering that. Okay, I have a card for Heather. If I forgot anyone, please let me know. Oh, Heather, you got the Love Yourself card too. But that came up a couple times. So show yourself some extra self-care. With all of this energy, it is so crucial right now. So if you might have been, slacking off a little bit on that, you need to, step it up a bit, because it's going to make a huge difference in how you feel on a day-to-day basis. Spend a little more time in nature. Just walk on the grass if you want to. It'll really help to ground you. Make sure you're staying hydrated. When we get dehydrated, it can cause a lot of problems. It can make our skin dry. It can give us a headache. Sometimes, we might get a slight headache, and that's like, I've always read that it's not one of the first symptoms that, you're dehydrated when the headache comes. And now the weather's going to be warming up. It's going to be even more important for us to stay hydrated. So do that, and try to take a little bit more time for yourself. Maybe try a new meditation, maybe try some yoga, something that's going to, really resonate with you, Heather, and make you feel amazing. Okay. Sarah. I didn't do Sarah, did I? No. Sarah. Well, I think we're 3 for 3 now. Love yourself. Love yourself. And, I feel the same about you, Sarah, that you need some more alone time. I know you have, quite a busy life. You have your business, you have Austin, your son, and I know you like to spend a lot of time with him, but you really need to set aside a little bit more me time. It's nice when they're younger and they can nap. I know he's too old for that now, but maybe he could start some new activity that would, take him a little while you can spend that time, maybe meditating or just sitting outside and absorbing all that wonderful energy from nature. Veronica said, personally, I found the more I give myself love, that I'm not seeking approval or love from others. It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. Because when we're lacking that self-love, we start looking for that from outside of us. But it's not out there. It's within us. And how many people, don't look for it just necessarily in another person. They might look for it in a bottle. They might look for it in a needle. They may look for it a lot of different places. And that all, and that if they would fill themselves up with love to begin with, then they would feel fulfilled. So it makes perfect sense. I want to thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys have a great week. I will see you next week. I love you all. Good night.